Hey, what's up you guys, it's Techrodd with a new After Effects tutorial, and this is episode 11. What we'll be doing in this episode is the 3D. Yes, we're going to work in a 3D environment in After Effects, and that's actually the good thing about After Effects 3D. We'll be taking a look at 3D programs, taking a look at how to work with 3D, we're going to make an animation with 3D text, etc. And some lights and etc. Alright, so let's begin. So let's open up After Effects, make a new composition. Let's make it 15 seconds. We're going to name it 3D animation. Okay. First off, we need to create a new text layer. Let's make it this big. Decrease the size a little bit. 3D animation. Let me just turn up the quality. Yeah, okay. It didn't have a nice font. Let's take this one. Alright. Maybe a font I can go 3D. Alright, so that's one. That's the one I want. Okay, let's put it in the middle. Let's turn on that one action save first. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we'll be animating this this text layer, this 2D text layer in a 3D environment, and later on I will be showing basically plugins you can also use 3D for. So let's get started. So first off, we need to create a new camera layer, which is over here, new camera. You can also do that by pressing Ctrl-Alt-Shift-C, but you won't remember that, even I can't. Just press camera. And normally you should have the default settings. Just take a look. If it's the same with you, if it isn't the same, don't worry, you can still look at it. Be sure to enable depth of field over here. That needs to be selected. Yes, sometimes you get a warning. Camera lights do not affect 2D layer. Just select a layer and choose to layer 3D layer from the menu. That's because you don't have a 3D layer in your project, not yet. So you just have to select 3D. So let's just make this layer 3D. And how to do that is really simple. Underneath here you can see toggle switches and modes. And over here you can see a little cube. And that is 3D layer, and when you click on that in this layer, it makes it 3D. Now when you press C on your keyboard, it brings up the camera tool, and we can turn around this this 3D text. It's not 3D, as you can see. That's the bad thing actually about it. You can not actually make 3D text without a plugin for it, or you gotta have to use Cinema 4D to do that, or another program. But just in After Effects you can't create direct 3D unless you use a plugin, like for example Element 3D. That's for later on. But 2D animation in 3D environment is really awesome, as you can see. You can like spin the text and it makes it really good. Now let me just import a few special effects we're going to use. Just give me a second to find all the necessary effects. Alright, now I have some of course every special effect or image I use will be available for download in the description. Now let me just go back to my composition. Going to put this this layer underneath here. I'm going to increase the size a little bit, and we're going to toggle the switch over here and choose overlay. Maybe not. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to lower the opacity to, let's say, 15%. Alright, should be fine. And let's add some smoke. Now videos and yeah, and images can be 3D as well. So I'm just toggle switch and turn them all 3D, make a 3D layer from it. And only go and turn around, you can see the other layers are going 3D as well. Now we're just getting started actually, and we'll just turn off this layer, so we're not going to make that one 3D. That'd be kind of weird to go to backgrounds as 3D. Anyway, so let me just transform the smoke to good size. So I'm going to duplicate those a few times. Okay, should be fine, I guess. Just replace it a little bit. There we go. That's nice. Alright. Around here, so let's make it. Let's close down the composition to 4 seconds. Just by the work area. Drag it to 4 seconds. Right click and trim comp to work area. And it makes it 4 seconds. So we got something over here. Now what you can do is just going to duplicate all these layers. I'm going to drag them on top of here. What we're now going to do is make them not 3D, so I'll select the 3D. And these, I'm going to put them a little bit higher. And a little bit bigger, I believe. Okay. And change the opacity to 50. Okay. And when we're going to our camera tool again, it will be turning some smoke, I believe. So I guess when it go like that, should be cool. So now we're going to animate 3D. So what I want is to the animation to be like this. Do you see it's not doing anything? So I'm going to do it. Just go over here, and let me just over here you can see camera. Press P. It brings up the position and keyframe the position, of course. Now let me just put that keyframe over here, and I'm going to make it like this. So these are the settings if you're wondering, and go all the way to the end of your project. Make them cool a little bit to our side, so it kinda, that's nice. That's very nice. Maybe some more. It goes like this. That's epic. That's just epic. Alright. So it kind of zooms in. What you also can do is when you click open up the camera options, over here you can transform. We can also change the position. Point of interest, of course. We can also rotate it. So it kind of course, this rotation is a little bit different. It uses you gotta imagine there's a camera here, and you're the camera lens, and when you rotate it, it goes. The camera stays, but your object goes away from the camera. So let's just stay one with 0. Same thing for X and Y rotation. Now the Z rotation is what I'm talking about. Over here position, you can see. There's a if you go with a normal 2D layer, you can see there are only 2 options for position. If you have 3D, you have a third option, that's the Z position. The Z position makes sure you have that goes further in your project and further away in your project, or in front of your project. So for example, you have 2 layers, 2 text layers. Let me just show you. And going to over here, you can see that it goes in the back of the other layer and in front of the other layer. So when you move your project, you can see it kind of goes, this is in a different place in the 3D environment, so you're gonna see it as that is behind the other layer. So I'm just grid behind this one over here. Let's name it by Techrodd, for example. Make it a little bit smaller. And just press A to open up the anchor point over here, and let me just put it a little bit lower. So as we can see, it kind of goes behind it, I guess. Not really. So just change the position to 500 should be fine. A little bit lower. Yes, of course, you can see over here there's a green, red, and a blue arrow. You have the same arrow as in Cinema 4D, I believe. It is used for positioning your layer in the 3D environment. So it's kind of useful. As you can see, the blue one is Z position, brings up a Z. The red is the X position, and the Y is the Y position. So Y is on top, so a vertical, X is horizontal, and Z is further in the project or back in the project. So let me just put this in the right place. There we go. You can see it's coming from the back, so it didn't really animate it go from here to here, just in the 3D environment, and that's awesome about it. Let me just go to settings over here, do camera options, and you can see I have different kind of things. What I mostly use is zoom, depth of field, and focus distance. That's the most that I use. The other things you don't really need. Zoom, of course, you can zoom in and zoom out, so we just make it default again. Depth of field is something different. You mostly use that when you're working with, for example, Element 3D, and when you turn on the depth of fields, the objects in the background are blurred out, so you don't have to blur them out manually. Depth of fields focus on the object in the beginning, so which is on the front, and that was awesome about it. It's really awesome. We just turn it off, and it won't do anything because we're only using a text layer, so focus distance, don't really need that with text layers. Okay, let me just re-render that. That's awesome. Alright, now what, we're going to toggle switches over here. I'm going to choose maybe an overlay, so I guess you have to look for one. Just give me a second. Let's give it an overlay. Same thing for here, but it's, I guess, this one soft light and this one overlay. That's awesome. It's weird. I know. Okay, no problem. Anyway, just take a look at it. It should be fine. You can clearly see the lines over here. Those are from the background we're using, so it's kind of cool, I guess. You can see. It's awesome. And we're going to add some strokes to that text layer, so we're going to add animation presets. No, we're going to text over here. There we go. We're going to animation presets over here. Go to text folder and choose 3D text, and over here you can see some 3D text animations. For example, 3D fly down and fold. So let me just try this one. Do the 3D animation text, and you can clearly see it kind of makes a big animation. So you can see the texts are spinning around in a 3D environment, and that's kind of awesome. Let me just re-render that. You can clearly see it's kind of awesome. So just look around here, you might find something very useful for it. I'm not going to keep it with this one, but I'm going to choose another one. Maybe 3D lines zoom in, should be fine. You know what, I'm going to keep it with the last one. I found it awesome. There we go. And for this one I'm going to use a different one, so I guess this one should be fine. Yeah, that's very nice. Even nice. Okay. So we're almost done actually. What you can also do is add the text. Add something to the text. We can't make it 3D, but when you're going to make the text 3D, we need some kind of 20 layers. So let me just show that really quick. So let me just duplicate those layers 20 times or 17 times, and let me just change the Z position. You can see that it goes kind of 3D. So let me just do the other one as well. Oh. I'm choosing the Z position. Just delete those layers over here. Just to the back. Okay. And you can see where it goes. Yeah. It makes it yeah, kind of blurry, I guess. It's not fully 3D. It's probably because I use soft light. So let me just turn on the soft light for those layers. So yeah. Maybe when we're going to change the text to black or maybe grayish. Okay. Yeah, so we made it kind of 3D, but we can see there are, yeah, as we can see over here, pixels, and it looks 3D, but it isn't really 3D, but it's something. Actually, it's something. But when you want real 3D, you can clearly see it's not that good. See, that's why you have to use about 20 layers or 50 layers from the same text to make it real 3D. But I think I'm going to leave it as that. It looks pretty good. What if I'm going to change the overlay from that? No, I won't do anything. Maybe changing the color to red, dark red. It's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, so I'm animating in, you can see all those layers, so it's not that kind of cool. But I guess it's something. So let me just delete those animations. Open up, select them all, open up. Choose text over here. Select the text, delete, delete, and delete, and delete over here as well, and over here as well. Oh! Shit. Just select them all, open up the text over here. Choose animator 1, delete them all actually. So it's going to take a while. Should be fine, I guess. Yes, we can see it's kind of ugly, I guess. But oh well, it's something. Anyway, if you want to do it, do it. I don't really mind doing it as well, but if you don't have Element 3D or any other 3D program, you can still do it as this way. Okay, now I'm going to add some color corrections to it. So first off, what we're going to do is make a light. So light over here is also used as a kind of, yeah, you know, a lamp used on your desktop or whatever. It's kind of, it reflects the light on those layers. Let me just show it to you. Let's make it point over here and just press OK. Nothing really extra to it. And you can see, yeah, it reflects light, so it makes it more, yeah, real time, I guess. So that's kind of awesome, as you can see. And yeah, the light is also animated in a 3D environment, so I'm just make it kind of blackish. It's really awesome. We can also animate the light, its position and its options. For example, the radius or the intensity. You can turn it up, you can turn it down. Let me just let it stay with 100%. And I'm going to change the position for oh no, we're going to change the position to from here to over here, as we can see, and it goes always a little bit further, I guess. And the intensity as well, so let me just put this keyframe over here and 0 over there. Okay, yes, that's kind of nice, I guess. Okay, now let me just select all those layers and put them, well, let me just select all those 3D layers I've created over here and put them in front of those texts. So I guess to create an extra effect to it, so in front of it, it's pretty awesome. Okay, now we're almost done. Let me just add some color corrections to it, maybe some contrast, some blackiness. Some blur as well. To make it more dramatic, add some curves and some contrast. There we go. Okay. And of course we're going to make a new composition, make it 4 seconds long. Let me just import the previous composition into this one and let it fade in and fade out, so that's to make sure it's animated the right way, like that, and fade out over here. Okay. Well, we can add some other special effects to it, for example sparkles or maybe a moving background in the back, but you can do it yourself, try it out. I'm not going to do it, you have to try it yourself, and that's the main point about learning After Effects. Do it yourself, practice, do something. The answer will be, I think, better than I. Anyway, it's something. Let me just maybe. No, I'm not going to add extra to it. What I'm going to do is maybe add some borders. So let me just adjustment layer, search, go to my presets I made for you. It's in my editing pack, so if you don't have it, go download it and install those effects and presets. Black bars, there we go. Or if you don't have it, or you really don't want to download it, over here, these settings and these effects, use them. Okay, now maybe increasing the contrast a little bit. There we go. Alright. Of course, those light layers, you can add optical flares to it, but optical flares and the other plugins I'm going to show you now are for later on tutorials. I'm going to show you how to use them and how to get them, etc. But for now, you can do it as that. In future tutorials, I'll be explaining how to use optical flares, how to get it in other projects you'll be able to use in 3D environments. So let me just show you the optical flares over here. It's by Video Copilot. When we choose random mode over original, we can have over here a light object, and we can choose over here position mode, source type to track lights, so it follows that light over here. and then we add more lights to it. For here, for example, it follows it as well. Now you can see, but also you can change the light settings, of course, but that's for future tutorials. We also have trapcode particular, and trapcode particular is actually just particles over here, as you can see. Let me just delete that layer and add a black solid layer. It's a black solid layer, not white. Color black, there we go. Just add that effect to it. Now, as we can see, when you go around, it follows actually the 3D space environment, so you do not really see it, but it's 3D as well. Now, the last plugin I want to talk about is Element 3D. Now, for this plugin, you'll need pretty good PC, I guess. It's also hard for my PC to use, but it's because it's great textures and great render settings. So let me just show you something really quick. So over here we got, it's loading. Yeah, so for your example, we can see the Galaxy S3 phone in 3D, and we can add that to our layer as well, and it will animate to the 3D environment. But as I said before, you need a good PC for it, and at the end of our series, at the end of this season, I'll be explaining how to work with Element 3D and how to get it. It's a really awesome plugin. You could really love to use it. I do as well. But for now, I don't know if you can use it, but if you can, there's a tutorial on how to get it on my channel. Now I think that's about it. So if you have any questions regarding the 3D environment, or you want any help, please comment or message me. Other than that, thank you for watching, and in the next tutorial what we'll be doing is the optical flares. So we'll be taking a look at how to work with optical flares in 3D environment, and the plugin itself. Okay, so thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more.